Hi everyone, welcome back to Mama Never Said, the channel where we dive deep into the red flags in relationships. Today's topic is something that can feel like a fairy tale at first, but often turns into a nightmare: love bombing. Have you ever been in a relationship where everything feels too good to be true? Well, it might be. Today, we'll uncover the red flags of love bombing and how to protect yourself from it. In this video, we're going to explore what love bombing is, why it happens, and how you can recognize it before it's too late. By the end, you'll have the tools to protect yourself from falling into this manipulative trap. We'll start with a clear definition of love bombing, move into some real-life examples, and then I'll break down the psychology behind it. We'll also look at some warning signs and what to do if you think you're being love bombed. Love bombing is a form of manipulation where one person overwhelms another with excessive affection, attention, and gifts early in a relationship. It's often used to gain control and create dependency. While it might feel flattering at first, love bombing is typically insincere and serves to set up a power imbalance. The love bomber isn't doing it out of genuine affection, but to control and manipulate you. The dangers of love bombing create a false sense of security. Love bombers use excessive affection, compliments, and grand gestures to create an illusion of a perfect relationship. This can make the victim feel incredibly valued and secure, but it's based on manipulation rather than genuine feelings. The relationship often progresses at an unnaturally fast pace, leading to a deep emotional investment before the victim truly knows the other person. This rush into intimacy can cloud judgment and prevent a realistic assessment of the relationship. The intense attention and constant validation can make the victim feel dependent on the love bomber for their happiness and self-worth. This dependency is unhealthy, as it makes the victim feel like they need the other person to feel complete. Love bombers may attempt to isolate the victim from friends and family, ensuring that the victim becomes even more reliant on them. This isolation can make it difficult for the victim to seek advice or recognize the manipulation. After the initial phase of love bombing, the love bomber often shifts their behavior, becoming distant, critical, or even abusive. This sudden change can leave the victim confused and desperate to regain the initial affection, making them more susceptible to control. Love bombing is often the first stage in a cycle of emotional abuse. The love bomber uses affection as a tool to control the victim, alternating between warmth and coldness to keep them off balance. This cycle can trap the victim in an abusive relationship where they constantly seek the love bomber's approval. When the love bombing phase ends and the love bomber withdraws, the victim may begin to doubt their own worth, wondering if they did something to cause the change. This erosion of self-esteem can lead to anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self. The victim may feel confused by the drastic change in the love bomber's behavior and may wrongly blame themselves for it. This guilt can further entrench them in the relationship, making it harder to leave. The intensity of love bombing can mask other red flags in the relationship, such as possessiveness, jealousy, or controlling behavior. The victim may overlook these signs because they are overwhelmed by the affection and attention they are receiving. Love bombing is often used by individuals with narcissistic or sociopathic tendencies to gain control over their partner. The love bomber's true intentions are self-serving, aiming to dominate, manipulate, and exploit the victim rather than genuinely care for them. Once someone has been love bombed, they may struggle to trust future partners, fearing that they could be manipulated again. This can lead to difficulty forming healthy relationships in the future. The emotional roller coaster of love bombing can leave deep scars, affecting the victim's self-worth and emotional well-being long after the relationship has ended. Studies show that love bombing is often a tactic used by narcissists and people with certain personality disorders, making it even more dangerous in the long run. Recognizing love bombing scenario. 1. The perfect partner too soon. Imagine you've just started dating someone, and within the first week, they're talking about marriage, planning future vacations, and calling you their soulmate. It feels like you're in a whirlwind romance, but something doesn't quite add up. Another common sign is when your new partner demands all your time and attention. They might get upset when you spend time with friends or family, claiming that they just can't get enough of you. Constant text messages, extravagant gifts early on, or declarations of love within days of meeting are all red flags. The root of love bombing often lies in insecurity and a need for control. Love bombers may have deep-seated fears of abandonment or rejection, which they try to counteract by creating a false sense of intimacy. Narcissists are particularly prone to love bombing because it allows them to quickly secure admiration and loyalty from their partner, feeding their ego and need for validation. The goal is to make you feel indebted or guilty for not reciprocating their intense feelings, which can lead to you ignoring your own boundaries and needs. Warning signs and red flags. Sudden intensity. If someone is moving the relationship forward at breakneck speed, it's worth taking a step back. Isolation. They might try to pull you away from your friends, family, or other important people in your life. Inconsistencies. Watch for contradictions in their words and actions, especially if they seem too good to be true. Over-the-top gestures. While grand romantic gestures are nice, they shouldn't come with strings attached or make you feel uncomfortable. What to do if you're being love bombed. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't ignore your instincts. Slow down the pace. Try to slow the relationship down. If they're truly interested in you, they'll respect your need to take things at a healthy pace. Seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist about your concerns. They can provide an outside perspective that you might not see. Set boundaries. Be clear about your boundaries and stick to them. A genuine partner will respect them. A love bomber will push back. Conclusion. So, remember, love bombing might feel good at first, but it's a manipulative tactic you need to watch out for. Love should make you feel safe and respected, not overwhelmed or pressured. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mama Never Said for more insights on relationship red flags. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced love bombing and how you handled it. Don't ignore the signs. Trust your instincts. Red flags are warnings, not decorations. Take care and keep your eyes open.